Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Annie Nepomuceno at samahan niyo po ako ngayong araw na to na kung mamimiss po natin si Miss G. Tonji today. Pero dahil ito po ay Wednesday, meron po tayong mga balita mula sa Asian Journal. Asian Journal, the leading Filipino-American newspaper since 1991. And here's our first story. The Philippines says it's not leaving the UN. Duterte brushes off comments as a joke. Despite President Rodrigo Duterte's threat that the Philippines may opt to leave the United Nations or the UN, the country is staying committed to the international agency, Malacanang confirmed on Monday, August 22. Foreign Secretary Perfecto Yasay Jr. said that Duterte did not outwardly express plans to withdraw from the UN, but that the president was just merely frustrated with the UN inquiries into the extrajudicial killings associated with the war on drugs. Last week, the UN Special Rapporteurs, who operate under the Human Rights Council, said it would investigate the killings, to which the president said we'll just have to decide to separate from the United Nations. He later backtracked from his comments, saying that it was a joke and called on UN experts to visit the country and see the situation firsthand instead of relying on news reports. So ito po ang ating second story. The U.S. is deeply concerned as death toll in Philippine drug war rises. Similarly, the United States officials again expressed this week that they are deeply concerned about the extrajudicial killings that have occurred since President Rodrigo Duterte took office and called for a crackdown on illegal drugs. U.S. Department of State Deputy Spokesperson Mark Toner said the U.S. will continue pressing Philippine law enforcement to comply with its human rights obligations. Despite the criticism, the U.S. is still committed to its bilateral relationship with the Philippines. Since Duterte became president on July 1st, the country has reported 712 deaths of drug traffickers and users. Philippine National Police Chief Ronald De La Rosa said before a Senate hearing on Monday. Talagang marami po talagang kailangan intindihin sa ating bansa. So now let's go to our third story. First PhilAm elected official in the U.S. passes away at 86. G. Monty Manibog, the first Filipino-American elected into public office in the United States, passed away at the age of 86 on Friday, August 12, after a long battle with lung disease. Following his father's footsteps, Manibog opened up his own law practice in Los Angeles, where he practiced for more than 50 years, representing individuals and families in personal injury lawsuits. In 1972, he became one of the first Filipino Americans elected to a city council serving the city of Monterey Park, California. He later became mayor of that same city. Manibog was a jack of all trades, making his mark in many other enterprises. He represented the Philippines in the 1952 Summer Olympics in Helsinki as a gymnast and was an ambassador to the Southeast nations in the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. Manibog was laid to rest last week in Montebello, California. Ngayon naman po, for a little magandang balita naman, marami po tayong mga magandang Filipino-American shows na darating. Si Ryan Cayabyab po ang ating batikang kompositor ng mga awitin na tulad na Kay Ganda ng Ating Musika. He is coming on October 23. At po ang Philippine Madrigal Singers na kasalukuyan po ay nagko-compete ngayon sa Italy para bigyan na naman po ng dangal ang ating bansa sa larangan ng musika. Darating po sila ng December 11 sa Dorothy Chandler Pavilion. Naku, sana po tangkilikin nyo to, itong mga show na ito para po iangat naman po natin ang ating presence dito sa Los Angeles. Kaya po sana po lagi po kayong manood ng Kababayan Today. Magbabalik po kami.